Most people throw this away, but it makes incredible mixed media image transfers. Welcome back, friends. So sometimes I use a technique of image transfer. Now, I'm not talking about gel printing here. I'm talking about mixed media transfers, where you usually are putting, a Xerox copy or a LaserJet copy with mixed media, and then you have to like wait a little bit, and then you squirt the paper, and then you rub the paper until it's gone, and then you have no fingertips left. I can do that process, but I hate it. So this process is much, much simpler. It still requires a LaserJet printer, or a laser printer, excuse me. Color or black and white will work as long as it's toner. Anyway, let's just take a look. Super easy. So I finished this painting, and this is fabric mosaic. I'll do a close-up here. And this is fabric that has words in it. The words are, I am bold, I am beautiful, I am and worthy, call me unstoppable. So, but you can't really read it. And so in the past, I've done a lot of this work, and one of the criticisms was, I can't read the words. Now, in my mind, the whole concept was, you fill in the blanks. You can see some of the words, some of the sentences, and you make it your own. Like, what does it say to you? I still got criticized by a couple of curators for not being able to read it. So I decided for this new body of work that I'm doing, I'm going to put it over here on the side. So this technique is going to be perfect for doing this. This is a transfer, easiest way to do it ever. It's just a simple little trick. Let's get to it. I've talked about this once before, demonstrated it a couple of times. Don't think I explained it very well. So I'm going to attempt to explain this much, much better. So you know these address labels, this happens to be a Home Depot one, but this one is from Avery. Most of the labels, like when I ship stencils out, I have a sheet that's cut down the middle and there's a label on either side. They're the ones that I use probably the most often. And that is this one. It's like perforated right down the middle here. And it's very easy. I only have 2 labels I have to peel off. But let's say you have one of these label sheets you use for addresses, right? After you peel all of these off, you end up with a piece of this paper. See, this one's got the instructions on the back, but on this side it's kind of a waxy, almost feels like freezer paper. I have not tried using freezer paper. I should have, but I didn't. Sorry. You'll notice the type is backwards, so you have to do that, and you just print on the waxy side, and it's delicate. See how it's already starting to fall apart on some of it? Like if you scratch it with your finger, it comes right off. So you have to, like I immediately protected it between 2 other pieces of paper just to get it here to the studio. And then I carefully cut one of them out and I glued it to the canvas. So you're going to see that a little bit later. I'm going to demonstrate how I do that on the canvas. But let's do one. Let's take one of these. I'm going to take this little one. So this is toner on this waxy paper. And what we want to do is get the toner off the paper. So I'm going to use Liquitex Gloss Gel Medium. You could use Mod Podge. You can use whatever gel medium you like to use. I don't know if this works with matte medium, but it works great with the gel medium. So you put down the gel medium, and then you lay this laser side down, waxy side down, and you kind of burnish it in. Now here's the hard part. We have to wait 20 minutes. Patience. I hope I got it all in the medium. I think I did. Anyway, get that on there really good. In some ways, it's easier when you're working with paper than canvas. The canvas was kind of bumpy, but you'll see that later. Anyway, we're going to wait 20 minutes, and then I'm going to peel this off, and you'll see how easy that was. No rubbing and scraping and wetting your fingers. And sometimes when I do the other transfer technique, I feel like I have no fingerprints left from all the rubbing. This is much, much better, much easier. And anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I hope this works. There we go. So that P was already like broken before I glued it down, but see? So what I usually do at this point, brush, is I put a little more gel medium on the top of it, because now we have to seal it, and it'll really be encased in gel medium, so it's going to be permanent now. This is a great way to add words or any kind of focal point. Maybe you've designed on Procreate or on your computer. Anything that you want to do a transfer with, you can do with this. You just have to do it printed in reverse, like I said, like this, so that when it's glued down, it's now reading in the correct way. Now, if it's a design, you probably don't have to worry about that unless you really want the design to be in the direction that it's in. So it works with Office Depot labels. It works with other companies as well. It just needs to be that sort of waxy paper. And if you try the freezer paper, and if it works, let me know, because I keep forgetting the freezer paper's here, the printer's at home. I got to plan something like that, and it just never happens. But oh, the other thing too is this works with color laser. So as long as it's toner, a toner-based system, and I have not tried that because I do not have a color laser, but I'm thinking about it, because how cool would that be if I can do stuff in Procreate and then transfer it onto a canvas? That would be great. Okay, so let me go show you how I use this application over on my canvas. Okay, so now we're in the other part of my studio where my easel is. And I'm just like seeing about where I want to put this on the side of the canvas. I'm trimming off some of the excess. So I'm using the same Liquitex gel medium. If my canvas was very textured, I probably wouldn't be able to do this technique. But this is just, you know, painted canvas. Maybe there's some collage papers underneath that paint, but it's pretty much fairly smooth for a canvas. Not as smooth as the paper. Anyway, I'm just burnishing it in. I accidentally did something at the top, so I end up reinforcing it a little bit. Like there. So now I was afraid I wasn't going to transfer, so I decided to touch it up a little bit. You have to be pretty generous with the gel medium or this isn't going to work, especially on a canvas, because it is a little bit more textured than paper. So I really wanted to make sure it was down good, and then I have to wait 20 minutes, just like before. So 20 minutes later, it looks fabulous. I did have both use the the lowercase u and the uppercase u, they lost their left-hand side. Then that might have been printed that way and I didn't notice it. I'm going to touch it up with a Posca pen and make sure that it reads properly, and we should be good to go. But I'm going to seal this right now because I don't want it flaking off. Most likely it's already embedded in some gel medium, but I always like to add a little bit extra afterwards just to be sure. I hope you enjoyed this very quick video showing you one of my favorite mixed media techniques. This is a game changer. It makes it so much easier. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share, and I will see you next time. And here's another video that you might enjoy. See you next time. Bye-bye.